How many primetime games will the Houston Texans play, and who should they play in those primetime matchups? Let's get into it. Welcome into the channel. I'm Cody Stoots. Let's talk some Texans. Let's go through the primetime matchups I want to see for the Houston Texans. We'll go through each of the primetime matchups I want to see the Texans play, why they're a primetime matchup, and a little bonus there on the end for you. Don't forget to guess how many primetime games the Texans are going to play and who they're going to play in the link in the description down below for a chance to win a prize. The best answers and the most points in the guessing game will win a prize. You don't have to guess when you need AC service. My guy Dwyane at Platinum AC and Heating will take care of you. Getting you ready for summer is paramount. You've got to make sure that your air conditioner is not working harder than it needs to. You got to make sure that your air conditioner is ready to run all summer long as it's keeping you cool in this hot Houston heat. So call my guy Dwyane at Platinum AC and Heating. Get ready for summer. And if you ever need repairs or even replacements of your air conditioners, Dwyane has the best service and the best prices in town. 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. 5-star rated on Google and Yelp as well. 5-star rated by yours truly. And he's a Texans fan. So when you have him out to hang out with you and fix up your AC, you can talk ball with him while you're there. Give him a call today at the number right there, 832-777-3683. That's 832-777-3683. Put it in your phone because when you need an AC guy, you need the AC guy. And that's my guy Dwyane at Platinum AC and Heating. Let's talk about this Texans schedule and how many of these games will feature that beautiful prime time designation. Let's give you a refresher here. If you don't remember, these are the road games that the Texans are going to play. Obviously, you've got your AFC South opponents, Kansas City, Green Bay, the Dallas Cowboys, the Minnesota Vikings, which might be in London. They have a London game this year. The dreaded trip to New Jersey to face the Jets on the concrete field that is MetLife Stadium, and the New England Patriots. More road games than home games, just 8 home games on the regular season schedule for the Texans. Obviously, your AFC South opponents, the Miami Dolphins, are going to come to town after being a preseason opponent last year. The Baltimore Ravens with a chance at revenge. The Detroit Lions, the Buffalo Bills, and Caleb Williams and his Chicago Bears will make a visit to NRG Stadium as well. So let's go over those primetime games. Which of these matchups is going to be primetime? Let me rephrase that. What do I want to see the Texans in primetime? What teams do I want to see them play? What primetime designation do I want to see? Well, let's get it started with the first one that I feel like is an absolute no-doubter, no-brainer. The Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. This feels like one that could wrap up an incredible Sunday of action for the NFL, and it's an easy one to tell. Look, Collinsworth loves him some Patrick Mahomes. He'll love him some CJ Stroud as well. Mahomes versus Stroud in what could be one of those regular AFC playoff matchups over the next few years. Certainly that's what we're hoping for. That is one that I feel like has to be on Sunday Night Football. And the Chiefs, man, they just feel like Sunday Night Football mainstays. Only 6 primetime games allowed. The Texans should absolutely be one of those primetime games that the Chiefs are allowed to have in their 6th designation. Put Mahomes versus Stroud, that Texans defense versus Mahomes, Kelsey and company, and then whatever Kansas City's throwing out there from a defensive standpoint against CJ Stroud. That's got to be Sunday Night Football. That's the first primetime game that I want. The second one is facing the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Football. Now, that is a game, if you want to wrap up a week of NFL action, say it's about week 7 or 8 of the NFL season, that's a game that you can get excited about with Troy and Joe calling the game on Monday Night Football. It's on the road, obviously, as is the Kansas City game. Got the road ones out of the way early in the primetime matchups that I want to see. Okay, so it's on the road. Joe, Troy, Monday Night Football's big presentation. Monday Night Football's back. It is big time again. Getting Buck and Aikman back on the broadcast getting him on the broadcast for ESPN was huge for Monday Night Football. It feels huge again. And if you're into that Manning cast crap, I guess you can watch the Manning cast for that one as well. That's a big one. I don't want it on Thanksgiving. I want it on Monday Night Football. Now, those are two road primetime games. I want the Texans to showcase NRG Stadium in a primetime game at home as well. How about a Thursday Night Football matchup with the Miami Dolphins? I don't want to play a primetime Thursday night game on the road if I'm the Texans, because it's tougher to be the visiting team on Thursday Night Football than it is to be the home team on Thursday Night Football. So let's have the Dolphins come to town for Thursday Night Football. Two, what should be explosive offenses, probably in most people's eyes, the best 1, 2, 3 at wide receiver is either Houston or Miami. Well, let's put those on Thursday Night Football and see what kind of scoring can get put together from Tua, Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins, and obviously what C.J. Stroud, DeMeco Ryans, and the Texans bring to the table. How's that for a Thursday Night Football matchup? I like that a lot. I don't want to see the Texans play a road Thursday night game. If they can't avoid it, it's just easier to be the home team. And I was looking through the potential opponents, those home games, and like maybe Buffalo, nah, not Buffalo. Maybe Detroit, nah, not Detroit. They typically don't play another Thursday game because they host Thanksgiving. And I just couldn't, not Caleb Williams, not any of the AFC South teams, though that one would fit too. I liked the Dolphins for Thursday Night Football. My final primetime game, I believe the Texans will end up playing 4 primetime games overall. The one I want to see, in addition to these 3, is another home game. And it's a chance at revenge. The Baltimore Ravens coming to town for another Monday Night Football showcase for the Houston Texans, getting some revenge for the 2 losses to the Ravens last year that bookended the season for the Houston Texans in the initial foray for DeMeco Ryans, C.J. Stroud, and company. I'd love to see that on Monday Night Football. I feel like Joe and Troy can tell that story about how it's the Texans trying to get to the Ravens level, the Ravens being the big bad that they have been. Lamar, Stroud, Monday Night Football. I feel like that is a big-time game, should absolutely be in prime time, and I want it on ESPN on Monday Night Football with Joe and Troy calling the game. So there's my hopeful prime time matchup. The Chiefs with a Sunday Night Football affair, the Cowboys on Monday Night Football, the Dolphins on Thursday Night Football, and the Ravens on Monday Night Football as well. 2 Monday Night Football games in there. Here's the little extra for you. The Texans and some of their opponents are going to rise to the level where they are the featured or premium game of the week on Sunday, meaning that late afternoon slot, that 3:15 on Fox, that 3:20 on CBS, one of those two. I feel like there's 3 games that should also be the late afternoon kind of game of the week. That's what Fox calls it, but CBS has a big game each week as well. And here are those 3 games. The Sunday afternoon games, okay? Now, they're all Sunday afternoon because it starts at noon, but the Sunday late afternoon window. Game of the week, Texans and Lions. Let's get Tom Brady on the broadcast, the number 1 Fox broadcast team. Make that one a game of the week matchup. Flipping it back over to CBS for the next 2. Let's get Tony and Jim on these next 2. How about C.J. Stroud, who got knocked out of the Jets game last year, versus Aaron Rodgers, who didn't play in all but 4 snaps for the Jets last year? I feel like Tony and Jim could have a field day on the late Sunday window, with that being a big-time game, especially if the Jets are as good as their crazy fans think they're going to be, and they're in the mix in the AFC East. The Texans obviously should be in the mix in the AFC South. That could be a really, really fun, like 3:25 late Sunday window matchup for the Texans. And then Stephon Diggs versus his old team. Just find a week where some of the other big matchups are thrown onto Sunday night or Monday Night Football and make that a big-time Sunday affair here in Houston. Get Jim and Tony on the CBS broadcast. Give us Bills at Texans for that big 3:25 Sunday afternoon start. Those are the Sunday afternoon games I want to see the Texans play, that late Sunday window, in addition to those 4 primetime games. And then, of course, if it's coming down to the wire with the AFC South there at the very end, maybe you get that Saturday matchup as well. What say you? You like these primetime games that I've hoped for the Houston Texans? Let me know who you want to see in the primetime games down below in the comments section. On your way down there, throw me a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Get tuned in for the live schedule reveal show on Wednesday night. As the schedule goes live, we will be live talking about it right here on YouTube, so don't miss out on that. In the comment section, or above the comment section, in the description of this video, is what I call the primetime guessing game. I'm giving away a prize for the person that predicts the most primetime games for the Texans accurately. So you're going to get points for how many primetime games you predict they have, between 1 and 6, and then you'll get a point for correct matchup in that primetime game. Whoever has the most points is going to win a prize. Maybe it's a Houston football hat. Maybe it's a month to Houston football for you to use whenever you want. Maybe it's a gift card. You'll have to find out. You'll have to win to find out what that prize is. But we're giving away something for the most accurate primetime guesser. That link is in the description down below. Get in there and get your guesses in. Again, you don't have to guess on who has the best AC service in town. It's my guy, Dwyane, here with Platinum AC and Heating. 832-777-3683. 832-777-3683 is the number. Put it in your phone, because when you need an AC guy, you need the AC guy. Dwyane will take care of you. The best service and best prices in town, from repairs to replacements to just getting the AC ready for the long summer ahead. He will take care of you. I know a bunch of the viewers have already called him and talked to him, had him out, talked ball with him while he's out there. He's a Texans fan just like you. Call Dwyane when you need anything for your AC, and call him to have him out and have your AC get ready for those long summer months. Did you know your AC needs regular checkups? I didn't till I found my buddy Dwyane at Platinum AC and Heating. Don't miss out on that. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I can't wait till the schedule gets here on Wednesday and the live show pops off Wednesday night. Can't wait till we talk Texans again soon as well.